welcome back. This is part 2 to the water signs readings. We had some technical difficulties, so I will be going through the messages for my Cancer and my Scorpio in this message. For the water sign reading and the Pisces reading, go to the video before this. It'll be linked in the description, and I'll also have it linked on the page, on the Patreon page. So with that being said, just get back into it, resettle in, take a few deep breaths, ground yourself, center yourself, grab everything you need, grab your elements, grab your tools, grab your resources, set your intention for the year ahead and for what you know is meant to come into you. I pray that these messages are mostly a confirmation for what you already know in your spirit. Other than that, just additional guidance from the ancestors and from divine. So yeah, I will meet you at your time. Hi, my Cancer placements. This is your reading for the year of 2022, your more personalized reading. I have some ancestral messages that I want to pull for you. I have your overall blessing lesson that's coming through for you, some self-care guidance, your shadow, and your overall lesson for the year of 2022, and then I'll pull some clarifiers and we'll close out. But what is, let's just get this first message. What is the overall message of guidance for our Cancers for the year of 2022? Health. Health. I just heard health is wealth. And then I also was just reminded of the message that I have for you. Children bring you wealth quickly is also a message that's coming through. Children bring you wealth quickly. And then we have this message of health. Health is wealth. So for the year of 2022, my Cancers, I feel like there's an energy of you're taking care of your body. 1:11 on the clock when I said that. You're taking care of your body, you're taking care of your health, you're taking care of your lifestyle, you're taking care of, for some of you, if you are mothers, or if you just have people in your life that you're kind of mothering, my Cancers, it's about taking care of all of our health, right? I'm also kind of feeling, some of you, you may be in a space with other people, but you're kind of like the mom friend of the group kind of energy. So even in that space, it might be about, okay, friends, okay, team, okay, family, let's take a little bit more care, put more intention into our health. You might be someone who's teaching this to children, is also a message that's coming through, or you might be someone who's preparing to have a child, so taking care of your health is something that's going to be very important for you as you move forward. Allow me, divine, to be tender and accepting of my body, no matter what ailments I may have. Yeah, it's also about being compassionate with yourself. It's not about all these things that you need to fix, right? It's not about fixing. It's about realigning to your birthrights is what's coming through. Realigning to your birthrights, realigning to the fact that you deserve health in your life. You deserve it. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be strong. You deserve to be able to take care of yourself is also a message that's coming through if need be. This is message me is, I just heard a mother's strength is what's coming through. So take that as it resonates, but health is your first card. I want to pull one more for you for the year of 2022, my Cancers. What is another message? Oh, let me just read the rest of this one for you. May I always know it's doing the best that it can. Help me be a loving ally and friend to this sacred form. Yeah. It's about loving yourself is why you're choosing health, right? Because you know you deserve it and because you love yourself. So you're choosing to be healthy. You're choosing to be healthy. Be in a state of health is also coming through. You're learning to be a friend to your body. You're getting to know yourself as well. You're getting to know, because this can be in the things that you eat, but this is also your physical practice, whatever that may be for you. It's learning about your body. Okay, what is the difference between my right and my left side is something that's coming through. Everyone is slightly different, right? So it's just noticing those things and saying, okay, how can I gently bring you back into alignment, bring you back to center is kind of what's coming through. And then this goes with whatever we're consuming as well. And consuming in the broadest sense of the word. All the things that we take in to our inner ecosystem, our inner environment, or even our external environment that then affects our inner environment, right? What are you consuming? What are you taking in on a daily basis? Is definitely important to note. On a daily basis, what do you spend your time and energy on? What do you consume on a daily basis? And it's, again, just gently acknowledging where you are, reminding yourself that you're doing your best that you can at this time. Everyone is going through something, right? Everyone is going through something, and sometimes you need a day to just indulge a little bit and to feed those comforts. Or even there's an energy of like moments to celebrate and to indulge that way, and to experience pleasure and joy in a vice is kind of what's coming through. Something that you know is not necessarily good for you, but it gives you enjoyment for a moment. Again, there's an energy of without the judgment, but just the awareness to bring yourself again back to center. I know that this is not good for me, so I know that this shouldn't be an everyday, right? Maybe it's once a month, maybe it's once a few months, maybe it's once a year that I indulge in this. Maybe once a week for some of you, on different things. I'm kind of getting with the internet maybe, or like TV shows. Maybe you give yourself a certain amount of time, or a day, a week that you get to indulge. There's an energy of putting boundaries up, for everyone that's coming through, especially at the time of me filming this. That's just a general theme that's coming up, but putting up boundaries, setting new rules in place so that you can be healthier, right? Take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health is also what's coming through. So I hope that makes sense. Let me grab again one more for my Cancers. One more message for the year of 2022 for my Cancers. What is their guidance for the year's intention? Yeah, be intentional. Be intentional with what you're doing. Know what you're doing. Be aware. Be aware of when you are tapping into those vices, right? Indulging in those vices. Just be aware of it. Be honest with yourself is what's coming through, Cancers. And set your intention. Set your intention of what you want to get out of the experience is what's coming through, and then also being disciplined enough to detach when it's time as well is coming through. Money is coming through as well at the bottom of the deck. Maybe pay attention to what you're spending your money on. For some of you, you might be eating out a lot is what's coming through. You might be eating out a lot mindlessly. Or maybe because some of you aren't comfortable cooking. But yeah, just be aware of how you're spending your money, what actions you're taking, right? What is your intention? Be aware of your actions this year. But I want to just read these cards for you. Intention is simply allowing the will and the mind to align and move in harmony. The will and the mind that knows what is, the mind that's connected to your consciousness, right? That knows what's best for you, that connects you to your spirit and to your remembrance of what you should and maybe shouldn't be doing in this lifetime. But then your will, right? We were all given free will. We were all given a choice to follow our destiny or to not, right? And it just is what it is. So what choices are you making, right? Where does your will, how are you, what's the word? How are you exerting your will? Right? Your will is connected to your desires as well. Your more earthly experience, and then your mind, your consciousness can be more connected to your spiritual experience. So again, it's about getting those energies to align in the center, at heart center, right? To be able to move forward in harmony with love and compassion, be able to make choices because you know yourself best. I just heard you know what you need at any given moment, at any given time, kind of like a mother may instinctively know what her child needs, what their child needs at any moment, at any time. And again, it's just about showing compassion for those moments of frustration on this journey, right? For those moments of challenge where it's hard and sometimes we need to just take a moment to indulge. But it's about being disciplined enough to get back on the horse when the time comes, right? May I always focus on the highest. My intention is that all God's wishes for me come true. Yeah. I feel like for some of you, again, we have the choice to follow our destiny and follow the choices that will be best for us in the long run, or we can indulge in some temporary satisfactions at the moment because we feel we need to, we desire it. Maybe there's a lesson for us to learn there is also what's coming through. It is what it is. It's accepting the journey, accepting the highs and lows of life, and finding a healthy balance between your light and your shadow is what's coming through. And then you have, again, money at the bottom of the deck. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Yeah, it's making healthier choices, smarter choices, but those choices might not be comfortable. And for some of those choices, depending on what it is, it might be potentially a little risky, or feel like a risk, feel like a gamble in some way, feel like you might lose something. What I'm hearing though is that whatever it is that you feel that you're losing is connected to your ego. To your ego's identity is what's coming through. So there's also an energy of an ego death that needs to happen so that you can come back into alignment and get, again, back on the path is what's coming through. Last card for you. Direction. Yeah, what direction are you moving in? What direction do you want to go? What are you choosing? Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, and if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Yeah, there's also an energy of, again, the discipline to be able to stop yourself from indulging in whatever it is that you're indulging in, because you know at this time at least, again, it's about knowing yourself, knowing that right now that wouldn't be healthy for me because my intention is set on something bigger than that right now, something greater than that, and I want that more than I want this temporary satisfaction is what's coming through. So I hope that makes sense, Cancer. Those are your overall energies. I'm just gonna pull what is your theme. Nurturing. Your theme and your blessing for the year of 2022 is nurturing. So again, for some of you, we're also in a 6th universal year, and I've heard that this is the year of the mother. Cancer, you are the mother sign. So for some of you, you may be giving birth this year. Again, maybe that's why you need to pay more attention to your health and set your intention on the direction that you want to go for your future and for the future of your children. It's nurturing the relationship with your children. Maybe if you already have children, it's nurturing that relationship, creating a healthier relationship in that space, setting intentions for where your family wants to go in the future, right? This is nurturing your inner child for some of you, right? Nurturing your inner child for some of you. For some of you, this might be something like something that you used to have all the time in your childhood that you know is not the greatest food. Like maybe it's some type of candy. What's coming up is what were they called? Fun Dips. Fun Dips, right? Pure sugar, and probably chemicals and whatever else, food coloring and whatever. But it's something that comforts your inner child, right? It's something that brings you back to your childhood and helps you think about, maybe heal from, again, maybe you're able to reflect on your childhood in that moment to be able to learn a lesson in that moment, right? But it's about it's about setting the intention for the indulgence so that it doesn't take from you more than it gives, in a sense. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense. But that is what is coming through. And then for some of you, this might also be a ancestor who is nurturing you at this time, or even just divine energy, divine feminine energy, mother goddess energy that is supporting you at this time, that is co-creating with you. 3 energy, co-creating, working with you. This is your Earth Star chakra. So that chakra point that connects you to the earth, about 6 inches below your feet. And I think, yeah, that was an energy that did come through for everyone, was this message of going out into nature and grounding yourself and finding inspiration in those spaces. So definitely connect to the earth. My Cancers, connect to Mother Earth. What is your self-care practice for the year of 2022? Soak in the bath. I love this. This is so gentle, nurturing, comforting. Again, I'm feeling this energy of like create rituals out of your not necessarily out of your vices, but for some of you, maybe this is to replace some of those vices. But it's to be able to set an intention so that you're not just mindlessly doing things that are unhealthy for you, right? And so that it doesn't become a daily habit or a daily ritual in a sense. You're always maybe at a certain time going to grab that bag of chips or that pop or that beer or that whatever it is, right? That cigarette or spliff even for some of you. Again, it's just about being very clear about your intentions during your rituals. But soak in a bath is going to be so supportive to your health. Detoxing baths, Epsom salt baths. Again, set your intention as you step into the bath for what you want to bring into your space, bring into your environment, your inner ecosystem that we were talking about, right? And then how does that reflect into your external ecosystem, sorry. But yeah, soak in a bath. Card number 46, which is a 10, which is completion. It's helping you find, maybe if you're some of you want to do this during the times of full moons, take a bath. At least 1 bath a month during the full moon, right? To call in health into your life, to set an intention for whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest or co-create with spirit, to have a space to just be, and to receive divine guidance. Water, as you most likely know, my Cancers, my water signs, is so powerful and connects us to spirit, connects us to that energy of the divine feminine connects us to that energy of source. It's life-giving, right? It's life-giving, and it carries memory, it carries vibration, it carries life, it carries movement. So connecting to that energy, especially as you're looking for your direction, you see these raindrops that are coming through in this picture. Also, for some of you, maybe in your bath you want to work with violets, is also coming through. Violets, different types of flowers in general for your bath, to bring in sweetness, to bring in that nurturing, right? To align to this nurturing, to this feeling of I'm safe, I feel comfortable, I feel safe, I feel protected, I feel at ease. To be able to learn, to grow, to make mistakes, to play, to create, right? I feel comfortable and safe in this space, in this body, maybe for some of you, to be able to do those things, right? So calling in that energy into your life during your baths, and again, for some of you, during the full moons, is coming through. Your overall shadow. Nurture, the waters run deep. Hummingbird card. You have nurture twice, which is very interesting that this is your blessing and it's also your shadow. And I feel like, again, it's because of that energy of be aware not to overindulge, right? Be aware of not overindulging. To the point that it becomes toxic for you, right? That it becomes unhealthy and detrimental to your physical body as well as your spirit, right? Because you're straying from your path. So life starts to get a little crazy, right? It can get a little crazy. So it's just being aware, right? Finding that balance between the will and the mind. Is definitely coming through. But I do want to read this card for you just to make sure I get the full message for you. Your overall shadow for the year. So the shadow element of this card is pouring too much into the cup, needs of others, without having your cup replenished in return. So I'm also seeing for this health, again, I was talking about those boundaries that you need to set up, right? Maybe you need to set up boundaries with people in your life. Maybe you're always going over to see someone. Maybe someone's always asking you to go out with them, going out to buy lunch or going out to party or whatever it is. Again, just be aware of how you're spending your money, your time, your energy, and what you're consuming is what's coming through with that. So that it doesn't take from you more than it gives or more than you're giving as well. Many people believe being there for others, even when those very same people aren't there for them, is a positive character trait to show how loyal they are. Again, this is also speaking of that mothering energy, my Cancers. Just be aware of how much you maybe nurture others. It's a beautiful trait to have, but just be aware that you're not draining yourself, right? Make sure that you're tending to that self-care and to that self-love. Maybe check out the Heavenly Crop website for some just self-care products that you can use to make sure that you're nurturing yourself, tending to your self-care, or the Hummingbird Coven or my other services, other readings, and my classes, so that you're just making sure that you nurture yourself as well as nurturing others and tending to your health and your holistic wellness, right? I'm just going to read that again. Many people believe being there for others, even when those very same people aren't there for them, is a positive character trait to show how loyal they are. It's not. It is a flaw. There is no nobility in neglecting your own emotional needs for the sake of those around you, just to be seen as selflessly ride or die. I also heard for the mothers, for those of you who are already mothers, just how much do you give in your home space to your children, to your partner, whatever it is, right? Just make sure that, again, you're taking care of yourself as well. A mother's strength, yes, but a mother also needs to have someone take care of her, right? To be taken care of, either by herself or by her family or by her spiritual guides, by her ancestors, right? For the sake of those around you, just to be seen as selflessly ride or die. In fact, it really only makes the problem worse. Interpersonal relationships only operate on the parameters of how you and the other party want them to operate. If you have boundaries, one of three things may happen. Some may leave, let them. Anyone who has issues with you maintaining self-preservation is telling on themselves for more reason than one. 2, some will stick around and complain. This may be illustrated by challenging your loyalty to that party. There's a lesson in that one, right? Learn the lesson with those people. Some will adjust and respect you for it and act accordingly. With this card, your guides are suggesting you're letting your needs fall by the wayside, giving so much of yourself to others to be seen as a good friend, good partner, or good family member, and are feeling like an afterthought, or alternatively like no thought at all in return. This could be because you're either avoiding your own problems because helping others gives you a sense of purpose and makes you feel as though on the periphery yours aren't as pressing or dire. Or your long-term neglect of yourself has convinced you that your needs are inconsequential or flat out unimportant, which couldn't be farther from the truth, my Cancers. So please, please, please make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Schedule in that bath each and every month. Take one day out of the month to just tend to you, right? To set the intention to tend to you so that you can get back on track, so that you can feel nurtured, right? So that you can feel protected, so that you can feel safe and comfortable and comforted. So what is the lesson? Yes, children energy is coming through strong. Again, whether this be your own children, whether this be your inner child, whether this be just children in your life or children that will be in your life in the future, children is coming through very strongly for my Cancers. Not surprised, again, because you are the mothers. Children of the ghetto is this card. There is no such thing as impossible to a child. Yeah, there's no such thing as impossible. You can make the time, right? You can make the time, you can make the space, is what's coming through to nurture yourself, right? You can make the time, you can make the space to nurture yourself. Nothing is impossible. It's about your intention and setting those boundaries so that you can protect your health, right? So that you can protect your health, so that you can protect your well-being. Again, for some of you, this is about working with children and how much do you give. Again, it's not necessarily about giving up, right? It's not about completely disregarding where you've come from or what you've been doing, but it's about finding that middle ground again, right? Finding the way that this can be a healthier relationship. But there's no such thing as impossible. What I'm getting for the most part is there is a possibility for change, for a change in direction, for a change in how things are working right now, how things are going, how things are feeling, is also coming through. There is a change. Nothing is impossible. Set your intention for it. Set your intention for it. I'm gonna pick one more card for you. Shuffle one more card for you, and then we're gonna close out my Cancers. Ooh, thank you. Those three jumped out. You have 8 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and Omo Cane. Yeah, this is about this hard work is going to move you into a... Ooh, this one wants to show its face. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Your hard work leads. Your hard work and dedication, your commitment, right, leads to this 10 of Pentacles. You go from the 8 to the 10. Why? Because what you're working on is the 9 of Pentacles, is that personal growth, is that the ability to create boundaries so that you can tend to yourself, tend to your own garden, I just heard, tend to your own business, I also just heard, so that you can create this generational wealth, this abundance, this blessing, this health, this wealth is also coming through, right? Health is wealth. Children are also wealth. And will bring you wealth quickly. 6 of Swords, you're moving into an easier time because you have the wisdom, the knowledge now to be able to, there's an energy of cut through or point out the problem or the conflict or the unhealthy pattern or unhealthy thought that was causing dysfunction in your life previously, right? There's an energy of you're able to also tend to your mental health and definitely move forward. Direction and 6 of Swords are also giving me travel. So you might be traveling somewhere. For some of you, you might be moving. Again, just take the message as it resonates for you. And then you have Omokane, which is the Page of Wands, which is about messages coming through, good news. This is good news coming through. This is good news. This is excitement. This is very youthful energy. Again, children is coming up once again. Child of fire, I just heard as well. Yeah, they're so I was trying to film all the elemental signs. I work with the Ifa 4-day calendar, which connects me also to the 4 elements. So I had planned to film the water message on the water day, and I got through the first half. But for Cancer and Scorpio, there is an energy of fire that I feel like is very close to you this year. In Cancer, yeah, we definitely had that message of what was it, the new moon in Cancer that comes through in spring, and having a conversation with an Aries energy, right, that fire energy. So possibly an Aries, pay attention. For my Cancers, might be influencing your life. This might be a child in your life is coming through, or this might be someone who brings you some good news. But it was this conversation, and it was about creating this safe space to be able to have that conversation, to then be able to co-create and to move forward into 10 of Pentacles energy, into blessings, into abundance, right? From what you're able to manifest together. Moving into more security, stability is also what's coming through. Structure is also what's coming through. Longevity is also coming through. And then, yeah. And so, yes, today is Day of Fire in the 4-day calendar. So it's interesting that Spirit said, we're going to kind of mess things up technologically to shift the energy, because your energy is very much connected to fire energy. So if you want to check out possibly the fire reading for 2022, you might find some clarity, some additional guidance, additional messages in there for you. 2 of Pentacles at the top of the deck, and you also have Omokari, Child of Earth, or Page of Pentacles. So this is an energy of someone wants to give an offering, someone wants to share something, but there's an energy of kind of trying to find a way, the most thoughtful way to do it is an energy that's coming through. They're trying to figure out the strategy of how they want to plant this seed is what's coming through. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's what's coming through. And then Two of Pentacles. Again, you're deciding what choice are you gonna make, right? What choice are you gonna make? What are you going to choose to create, or co-create with whoever this is that you're co-creating with? So I hope that makes sense, my Cancers. That is your message. That is your reading for the year of 2022. I hope it resonates with you. I hope it supports you on your healing journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like this video, comment down below, turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video, and you can also comment in the Patreon if you are a patron, if these messages resonate with you. And I will see you in my next one. Happy healing. Happy 2022. Bye. Hi, my Scorpio placements. This is your reading for 2022. I'm going to start off with some ancestral messages, some overall guidance and wisdom for the year ahead. And then I have pulled here, but I haven't seen them yet, your overall theme or blessing for the year, your self-care guidance that you can work with, your shadow, and the lesson that you're learning from it for this year. So let's get into it. Let's see what is the overall message, theme for my Scorpio's Sanctuary is the first card out for you. Sanctuary resides inside you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your heart. Yeah, this is bringing me to the message that came through for you that I just want to share quickly. But there was I was meditating on your energy and clouds came through. I think it was also a cloudy day on that day, but there was an energy of calm. Almost like this sanctuary energy, even if it's cloudy, even if it's gray, even if it's maybe even a little bit stormy for you in your life at this time. There's an energy of calm. Rain also came through, rain clouds, and deep healing. There's an energy of deep healing that is coming through for you, my Scorpios. So Sanctuary is your first message. I want to pull one more for my Scorpios. One more for my Scorpios for the year 2022. Ooh, I'll take these two. Ooh, 3. Okay. Being enough is at the bottom of your deck. Being enough. Maybe this is what you're healing. I feel like these energies are going together. Sanctuary, being enough, make it God's. Whatever the issue is, whatever the problem is, whatever the pain is, whatever needs to be healed, if you don't feel enough at this time, if you don't feel, or if you cannot at this time recognize your value, make it God's. This is what's being healed at this time. Allow yourself the time in this space, the sanctuary, the safe, sacred space to be able to go within, to be able to pray, to be able to release it into the ethers, into the universe, and trust that you are enough. The innermost heart says you are enough. Nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are love. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. Calmness came through. Yeah, there's definitely a calmness here. And I feel like there's a calmness within the body is what's coming through. Within the home even, right? Within this sanctuary space, there's a calmness here. There's a peace here. I feel like because you are, during the year of 2022, creating that safe and sacred space to be able to heal, there's an energy of detachment that needs to happen. Detach and go within is coming through. Show me divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. And I feel like I'm reading it, I'm reading kind of between what's written here. But the message that came through was accept your space, accept your environment, accept your relationships for what they are. Find a calmness, find a peace within that, is what's coming through. The inner divine is the witness of all, sees everything, right? There's an energy of trust that everything will work itself out, right? Trust that you are enough for the relationships that are meant to be in your life. But I also feel at this time that there's a bit of a hermit's energy that is required of you for the year of 2022. Again, because there's a deep healing that needs to happen. With those rain clouds, what I'm getting right now is, again, releasing that pain. There's an energy of sitting in front of your altar, for some of you, and just crying it out. Just cry it out. Just let it out. And then pray through that is also the message that's coming through. Pray through that. Not necessarily asking for anything, but releasing. Just release. Just let it out is definitely the message that's coming through. Let it out. Trust that divine will handle it. Again, make it God's. Make it divine's. Trust that divine will help the situation, figure it out. Remaining still and quiet. Yeah, even in intense turbulence. Again, I feel like there might be a storm that is or has been brewing around you for some time. But even during intense turbulence, divine is the witness of all. Remain still and quiet. Take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. May your peaceful calm take over. May I trust, may I believe that things will work itself out as they're meant to. As I heal within, that is what heals my environment, is what's coming through. 100%. So definitely strong hermit message, hermit energy coming through. Which supports you in redefining your self-identity as well as your self-esteem, is what's coming through. Again, seeing your value, knowing what it is that you do deserve, which is love, right? But there's also an energy of you need to love yourself as well. And specifically right now, you need to love yourself enough to create that sacred space, create that boundary. Boundaries is coming through for everyone, but create that boundary so that you can tend to this deep, deep healing, this deep pain. Maybe for some of you, this is a physical ailment that maybe for some of you, there's an energy of an accident, or just an injury. And right now is the time for you to really look at that. Really look at that, really feel it, and work towards healing it. Work towards the physical therapy as well as the spiritual, emotional therapy that you might need to be able to heal that. The spiritual therapy that you might need from whatever the accident situation. There's an energy of trauma. There was just some traumatic moment that affected your body in some way, I feel like. And there's an energy of really look at that and go within. And there's an energy of intuitively sense whatever is wrong. Or not even wrong, just like whatever is out of balance, right? Whatever is out of balance, whatever is holding tension, so that you can begin to release that tension. Because my Scorpios, if you hold too much tension, you're going to sting someone, right? You're going to hurt more than you're going to help in other situations. If you hold on to this pain for too long, you're going to let it out in inappropriate ways, is what I just heard. In potentially inappropriate ways, or again, ways that cause more harm than good in whatever situation this is. So right now, just accept the situation as it is and allow yourself to go within, heal within, and that is what's going to reflect in your world this year in 2022, my Scorpios. So your overall theme for the year, creativity. Creativity, I like that for you. Your sacral chakra, and this is card number 10. This is helping you to complete this tension. Let it out creatively for some of you. Maybe it's painting, just slashing some paint across a page. Whatever, maybe it's drawing and actually getting into the details of what's going on. Maybe it's just scribbling. I'm also seeing automatic writing for some of you. So this is where you set intention with your guides, with your higher self, with your divine creator, with your source. And then just ask them to guide you as you write. It may start out as scribbles, but you might, so you can look just straight ahead, or you can close your eyes and just writing in a notepad, and you might find that you draw certain things. You might find that you write down certain words or certain things that are deep in your subconscious. Again, deep healing, I feel like, needs to happen. So these are some things that you can do to work through that situation. Very much shadow work is coming through for my Scorpios this year. Shadow work is coming through, getting to know your darkness, getting to know your pain, getting to know your suffering, and then finding ways to release that through creativity in a way that heals, right? In a way that heals you, in a way that potentially maybe can heal others if you choose to share your creativity, if you choose to share your pain in that way. So yeah, that is your overall theme and blessing for this year. Excuse me. Your overall self-care practice, massage. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you are holding some tension in your body. Massage is going to be a wonderful self-care practice that you can use. My favorite way to give myself a massage is shea butter after a shower, especially if you have some essential oils. Touche from the Heavenly Crop is an incredible shea butter to use. It's infused with THC, so that's going to support the healing of your body. I also like to put some of my Love Up Yourself oil into my shea butter and just mix that up, and it's a moment of self-love for me. I'm literally loving up myself, giving myself love, giving myself moisture, giving myself nourishment, right? Hydrating my body, giving love back to myself, releasing tension in my body, and accepting my body, right? Accept my body as it is. Accepting your body as it is by knowing who you are, right? In every corner and crevice of your being. Who am I? And massaging out the kinks, massaging out the tension is definitely what's coming through. This is card number 34, which is a 7, which is about divine wisdom coming through, which is about finding, there's an energy of ascension. There's an energy of finding mastery, finding balance, so that you're able to ascend, you're able to grow, you're able to, I just saw someone with like a very kind of text neck, a lot of tension in their shoulders, or maybe they just like hold themselves this way in life, very inward, very down. You get that massage, you tap into some confidence is also coming through for you, and how much taller do you get is also what's coming through. So literally growth and ascension through releasing that tension and that pain, and then how does that influence how you walk through the world, right? But yeah, 7 energy, that divine wisdom, divine inspiration, inspired action is coming through, is going to help you connect to this creativity. It's going to help you connect to that creativity that will support you in your healing. Your overall shadow for the year of 2022 is knowing, Scorpios. He who collects the most knowledge wins the war. So this card has to do with an energy of feeling like you know everything and not being open to other people's perspective. I'm just going to read this card for you. So the shadow element of this card, the use of knowledge as a means to invalidate emotion or manifest as a barrier to mask personality flaws. So I'm going to read that one more time. The use of knowledge as a means to invalidate emotion or manifests as a barrier to mask personality flaws. Knowledge is power, but what happens when that power is used as an injury to personality, common human error, or emotion? Of course, we are all students of life and the process of learning is never complete. However, to use this as a means to invalidate the struggles we face emotionally is not only unfair to ourselves, but it is unfair to others. In life, we all hear the argument that logic supersedes emotion, and intuition by many who feel human actions can be quantified by mathematical or simplistic cause and effect reasoning. It can be used as a farce to appear stronger than one really is, because they are not burdened by the frivolous nature of feeling. This card indicates that one is expressing pedantic behavior to belittle, demean, or outright nullify natural human emotion to appear intellectually superior to emotion. It is oftentimes used as a means to win interpersonal disagreements or to show emotional intelligence when it is not. Take a moment to analyze if at any time you or someone have revoked an emotional response to something joyful or saddening by inserting logic as a means to invalidate the feeling as nothing more than face value. Why does the notion of having emotions trouble you or them? So that is a shadow for this card. Don't run away from your emotions. Don't run away from your pain. Don't try to think it away. Right? Don't try to intellectualize it away. Feel it, embrace it, and then heal it, is what's coming through. If you don't know how to heal it, find help, is what's coming through. Maybe it's go see a massage therapist for some of you. But definitely also give yourself massages. It's good for the body. It's good for the soul. So what is the overall lesson that you're learning in 2022? The gun. Prepared to make a critical final decision. What I'm getting, again, there's an energy of when you hold all that tension in your body, when you hold all that pain and sadness or whatever it is for you, whatever suffering you're holding on to, you trigger people is what's coming through. You can potentially trigger people or trigger situations that are draining to you and others. You can sting people, right? You can shoot people. There's an energy of you can hurt someone with your words, right? So just be aware of what you're holding in, and that might be coming out to others. It's about make that decision, that critical final decision to go in instead, right? To face your demons, to face those shadows in the corner of your mind that might be causing you to feel like you need to make some crazy decision. For some of you, this can be, there's an energy of it can be very overwhelming. It's a lot of sadness. Know that you are enough to be here. Know that you are enough to live. Know that you are enough to love and to be loved. Remain calm. Feel those emotions. Feel that pain. Feel whatever it is. Find a sanctuary. Find that space where you're able to release. Be calm in knowing that you will make it out is an energy that's coming through. You will make it out. You will, there's an energy of rebirth is also coming through. You'll get stronger, and more integrated in your logic, and creativity is coming through. Feminine, masculine is coming through, and then light and shadow is coming through. As you are more integrated, as you gain mastery, again, that 7 energy, you're able to ascend, right? And this is also showing you the ways in which you've maybe cut relationships, killed relationships, burned bridges by being so curt, is what's coming through. Of shutting down creativity, of shutting down people's emotions, maybe for some of you. Or maybe, again, if that has been happening to you, you're noticing, how do you react when that happens to you, right? Do you lash out, or are you calm within yourself to be able to take the time you need, right? Remove yourself from the situation, whatever the case scenario may be. So I hope that's making sense. I'm going to pull your last message, and then we're going to close out my Scorpios. Ooh, thank you. Yeah, Cain. I love that for you. This is the Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire, Mother of Fire. This is this energy. This is creativity. This is confidence. This is magic as well, is coming through. This is someone who is passionate, someone who knows what she desires in life and is not afraid to go out and get it. This is someone who is very sociable, someone who's very amicable, someone who is there's an energy of mysterious and like inviting, a very inviting energy. So for some of you, maybe this is an energy that you need to tap into. For some of you, this might be someone who is coming into your life. And then we have the Ace of Ashe of Cain, Ace of Wands, Ace of Fire. There is a new passionate beginning that wants to start for you, a new creative beginning that wants to start for you. But you need to let go of the pain, of the sadness, of the tension, so that you are open to this new energy that wants to come into your life. Last 2 cards. You have the Moon and you have Onija Calabash. Yeah, so this is using the moon's energy, the moon cycle, to help you to heal. Onija Calabash is reminding me of that deep healing energy that is coming through. Allow yourself to feel the feelings. Allow yourself to move forward with faith is also the message, right? That calmness. Allow yourself to release, to shed, to heal during the energies of the moon. Know that there's an energy of moon and also an energy of mother will help to heal you, is what's coming through. Have faith in those energies to also protect you as you move forward in love and in creativity and in a deeper connection and a more integrated connection to source. And because of that, you are able to be more confident in your creativity as you move forward, right? That is card number 18, which is 9, which is that hermit energy that I was talking about. Virgo energy is also coming through. For some of you, you might want to check out the Earth Signs Virgo reading. So I hope that makes sense, my Scorpios. That is your reading for the year of 2022. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it helps you on your journey. I hope that it inspires some change that is supportive to your growth and to your healing, to your deep healing. I hope that you are able to release whatever is no longer serving you so that you can step into this new, exciting, and warm and happy and energetic creative cycle that you're meant to step into as we move into the new year and as we move into 2023. So that is your message. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you for becoming a patron. Let me know in the comments down below if this resonates with you, and I will see you in my next one. Happy healing. Bye.